And ABC News contributor and epidemiologist Dr. John Brownstein joins me live now for more on this. Dr. Brownstein, RSV cases are soaring across the country, and many hospitals have reached capacity. So how significant is this trial, and how does this vaccine work?
Yeah. Well, good morning, Diane. And it's, really welcome news to be getting this clinical trial data. RSV is having significant impact across the country right now. While RSV, most kids recover no problem, it can be serious, especially for infants. There's over 2 million cases seen by doctors every year and over 50,000 hospitalizations. Even hundreds of kids die from this virus each year. So it has a significant burden in our population. So the idea of a vaccine to protect our youngest kids is incredibly welcome. The idea is that you would be vaccinating the mom that would then pass on those antibodies to the infant and gain that critical protection. The idea, again, is that that vaccine would be widely available, provide that earliest protection, and really potentially have an impact on hospitalizations. We're dealing with a massive surge right now. So the idea that future surges could be countered with a vaccine is really, really great news.
Now, Dr. Brownstein, what should pregnant women know about this vaccine, both in terms of efficacy and potential risks?
Right. So the clinical trial was done. It was a phase 3. It was done across over 7,000 women who were vaccinated in the second and third trimester and got one shot. Remember, this is not an mRNA vaccine like we've seen for COVID. This is a more traditional vaccine, a protein vaccine. And what we've seen is that the data shows that it's incredibly safe, no serious side effects, and incredibly effective. When you look at the efficacy in the first few months of life of a child, you saw over 80% efficacy. And then when you looked across 6 months, then you still had 69% efficacy. So really strong data for this vaccine, showing to be effective and especially safe for those kids.
Now, clinical trials in the past didn't work, and efforts to develop new vaccines and treatments for RSV were halted. So what are some of the lessons learned from that setback?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is really interesting. We're all honestly in a new dawn of vaccines right now, Diane, because, for decades, scientists were trying to create this RSV vaccine and, in fact, had some real shortcomings. There was an early vaccine that was a killed virus that was very similar to the polio vaccine. That didn't actually work, and in fact, ultimately made cases of RSV even worse, and a couple kids died. But now we're in this sort of new dawn of vaccines where we're using these protein vaccines, where we're targeting proteins on the surface of the virus. RSV is a bit tricky because it's a bit of a shapeshifter. So over the last few years, we've had a lot of impressive new technology to target the right proteins on the surface of RSV. And that's why all of a sudden now we have these incredible candidates, not only for our youngest kids, but also for older adults who also deal with the serious effects of this virus. So really promising new technologies for RSV, but also for other viruses down in the pipeline.
All right, Dr. Brownstein, always great to have you. Thank you.
Thanks, Diane.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.